check. We are going to get started in 2 minutes. So this is like what we call in football the 2-minute warning. So 2 more minutes. So top off your coffees, get a little snack, and we'll get started here. Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. There we go. The students are there. Good morning. Yeah, there we go. All right. We're going to get started. It's 10 o'clock, so it is so awesome to see all of you this morning. And welcome, everyone, and thank you for being here this morning to our second Community Cabinet of the year. This is our winter Community Cabinet. We had one back in the fall, so very excited to be here. And thank you for attending. And we see what an awesome turnout this morning at 10 o'clock this morning. And in a few minutes, I'm going to introduce this beautiful looking group behind me and to the side in who they are. So you just notice them. You notice this is our Terrace View Elementary students here. So really excited that they're here and they showed up this morning. And so in a couple of minutes, I'll talk a little bit more about that. But I do want to acknowledge a few people before we get started. Some of our leaders in the room, and let me just say that there's a lot of leaders here, parents, community members, and district staff here in the room this morning that make this happen. So I just want to acknowledge a few of them. Just thrilled to be here. And some of you might be saying, who is? I think most of you know me already, but let me introduce myself. I am the proud superintendent of the Colton Joint Unified School District, Dr. Frank Miranda. So just proud to serve this amazing community. So thank you all for being here this morning. So let me start with our leadership, our school board. I'll tell you, we have a visionary and a very accomplished school board who has served this community that serves, we serve over 48 square miles, approximately 19 to 20,000 students from TK to adult school. I mean, it's a pretty good-sized district here. And we have 7 board members, and a few of them are here this morning that I want to acknowledge. I want to start off with our president of the school board, Ms. Bertha Flores. She's our president. You know, Ms. Flores actually served as a principal in our school district. Her kids came to our school district. She served as director of school district, and now is serving as a school board member and board president. So she brings a lot of experience and a lot of, I'll say, love to our school district. And also want to introduce a representative from the Bloomington area, Ms. Pat Haro. I think all of you know that Ms. Haro is passionate about the arts, our visual and performing arts, and she's a champion for that and has led that charge for our school district for many, many years. And I know today this is what brings her joy and fills her bucket to see the students who are going to be performing from Terrace View Elementary and then other students that we have today. So thank you, Ms. Haro, for that. And definitely last but not least, this morning we have here from the school board back there, which is just awesome to see. We have Ms. Joanne Thorne Ojeda. So, Ms. Ojeda. She represents the Grand Terrace area, and I'll say a little bit about Ms. Thorne Ojeda, who's been on a board for a long time. She's a former principal, too. She has a passion for education, period, and is a leader of leaders. So it's just awesome to see her this morning and be here to participate in today's community cabinet. It just really does take a community. So we have other partners here that we work together in collaboration to ensure that we make the vision of the Colton Joint Unified School District achievable. And we say students first, achievement, equity, and wellness. And today we're going to be talking about that achievement piece, but it does take some partners to make it happen. I do want to introduce a couple of our union partners that we just have a great relationship. I want to acknowledge, I saw her back there. I think she moved on me, but our ACE president, our teachers president, Ms. Christina Parachi, who's back there. Thank you, Christina, for being here this morning. And also, we have our CSCA president, who's here this morning, Mr. Anthony Guadarrama. You know, they are great to work with. And also, I'll tell you, what they do is they hold us accountable and the leadership to ensure that we provide just great workplaces and for our employees, which they deserve. So thank you, Christina and Anthony, for being here this morning. I also want to acknowledge someone who's very, very special to us here in Colton, because he was part of our design plan way back when we talked about that. You see, Colton 6 years ago, 7 years ago now almost, we engaged in a journey to identify really what is it that we want our students to know, and what's the vision and how we're going to get there. So it's not just about vision, but it's also about how do you get there? What's the plan? So this person really stepped in. He's one of the city police chaplains, and he's a pastor for the Door Christian Fellowship. Eric Strutz is here. Pastor. Thank you, Pastor, for being here, because, you know, this morning as he was walking in, he says, I pray for you, Dr. Miranda. And I said, thank you very much. I need lots of that, Pastor. So it really means a lot to me when a pastor says that. And so I also want to acknowledge another great partner. You know, Colton has great career pathways, but we also have career technical education. We believe students prepare them for college, prepare them for a career. Whether not all students will attend college, but we want them to, all right? We want our kids to get there. But there are some great opportunities in career technical ed. And we work very closely with CRIRUP, which is the Colton Rollins Yucaipa ROP. And this morning, we have some representatives there. I do want to acknowledge the superintendent for CRIRUP, Dr. Jason Engel, way back there. We also have Elena Hernandez back there, who supports our Colton schools and district here. So thank you, Elena, for being here. And there's so many of you out there. I do want to acknowledge one more person. And before I acknowledge my team really quick, is this is a person that I've known for a long time. And I get the opportunity to serve with him on a board. He's the executive director of the ACAE, Association of Christian Administrators and Educators. So this is former superintendent of San Bernardino State Unified, also former LA County Superintendent of Schools, and today he's engaged in the work of the Christian educator. And I want to acknowledge Dr. Art Delgado, who's right there, who I consider also a mentor and someone that has helped me get to where I'm at today. So I know also I'll acknowledge my team who's here real quickly. Katie Orloff, who really works hard with Eric Perez, our communication specialist back there, who puts it all together. And we also have some executive cabinet members. I know Dr. Tina Peterson's back there, our Ed Services Soup. And also our business assistant superintendent of business, Gregory Fromm. So we just had Dr. Ortiz come in, so thank you, Dr. Ortiz. He's our student services assistant soup. So I apologize if I miss anybody, but all of you are VIPs this morning. With that, we have some great student performances, and I truly believe, again, as we believe here, the vision of Colton is that the visual and performing arts play a critical and vital role in student success. We want students to be healthy, well-rounded, and set them up for success. Our vision doesn't say that we want students to be okay. We want them to thrive in the workforce. It's not okay to be okay. We want everybody to be more than that. We want them to be filled with confidence. We want them to be happy with what they do and their career paths. As I look at the students, I was an elementary principal, so this is a group that I love. Also was middle school, so I love them too. They were a lot more difficult. Well, you know, teenagers, right? But I love them too for 10 years. So we are just going to highlight a couple of groups in this area this morning. In a moment, we're going to have our guitar players. You see about 50 of our students from Taylorsville Elementary. And I want to thank, and I just had an opportunity to meet and talk to Mr. Esquivel, who's here to my right. And Mr. V, who really makes it happen. Thank you, Mr. V. So a little later, you're going to hear and you're going to see our Bloomington High School Black Student Union STEP team. They're going to perform. I think all of you know that February is Black History Month. We're so excited to have them perform, and they're just amazing. I got an opportunity to talk to them, and we're just excited to bring them here this morning. So thank you to Miss Carter. You know, she was teaching me her name. I'm going to say Keandra Carter is here. So let's give them a round of applause. Miss Carter. And also need to acknowledge Dr. Nairi Clark. She is our equity coordinator. Just amazing work that she's doing with our African American Advisory Committee and Parent Advisory Committee, excuse me. And she's been planning activities this month, and she does this all year, but this month she has provided resources. We are, like I said, we're celebrating Black History Month. We need to acknowledge the contributions of all our African American, not just scholars, but scientists, doctors, educators who've done amazing. So thank you, Dr. Clark. And there's going to be, the performance is going to be about 10 minutes, and then we'll have about 2 hours of program. And let me just say that I cannot say enough how proud I am of the work that Dr. Clark is doing in the area of equity. Our vision says achievement, equity, and wellness, and we really take that serious. So we have to meet the needs of all our students, not just the brightest, not just the ones that have the parent support. It all means all, not leaving any student. We want all 100% of our students to graduate from high school, not 99.9%. We want 100%. All means all. So Dr. Clark's work is ensuring that students, we meet the students of all the students in our district, and it's a lot of work. And you know, she gets recognized for this, and she's a presenter in the state, nationally, and just very proud of that. You know, our theme today is ready for the future. Ready or not, right? It's coming. AI is here, as you all know. And so what we're going to talk to you today about is some of the technology. You see, one of the things that I asked Dr. Peterson a while back is, what are we doing in the area of AI and technology in our school district? I want Colton Joint Unified to be a leader of leaders. And I'll tell you what, today they're making that happen. I know that we got a great team today. The team led by Dr. Peterson, Jamal Boyce, our Chief Technology Officer, our CTO. We also have Lauren and Kelly here, our curriculum progress specialists, who have taken this to a different level. And you're going to hear from them, and you're going to actually leave with some tools. You're gonna do a little work today. They're going to teach you a little bit about AI. That's the reason why we do this, is because we need to ensure that our students have that proficiency level at high levels in this area, the skills necessary to thrive in college. I have a son who is attending college today, and I talked to him about AI, Notebook LM, those kinds of things, and he's using it to help him do some of the work, not do the work for him. There's a difference. AI, artificial intelligence, will never replace human intelligence. We still need very intelligent students like these that we have back here. So we are integrating quite a big, large range in our district when it comes to technology. So they'll talk about that, Gemini, other tools, and you'll get a sense and a little bit of what we're doing here. They created an AI handbook, which is incredible. And I'll tell you, today, the team that you're going to see present that is actually being requested across the county, and they're actually now being requested nationally to present what we're doing in Colton today with the technology. And the reason why I'll show all the communities so you can see what we're bringing to the classrooms. And we know that's, well, last thing I'll say is this, we know that we have great partners too with Think Together. Think Together has been in our school for, well, since I was a principal. I was actually the first principal in Colton Joint Unified that had Think Together at McKinney Elementary when I was here. That's 2008. Yeah, that's a long time now. And we're excited because we're partnering up with the United States Engineering League Youth Robotics, led by CEO Kryman. He's here. I just got a chance to meet with him. His team's back there. Thank you for being here. We can give him a round of applause. And so we're excited about what we're going to show everybody today. I know I've done a lot of talking this morning and a little bit fast because I want to get to our students here. But let me just say that it's an honor to serve all of you in this community. Thank you for being here. And without further ado, I want to invite Mr. Esquivel and Mr. V, who are going to give us here a special performance. Right, Mr. Esquivel? All right. Thank you. Let's give it up one more time. As they transition out, we're going to make some adjustments here. We'll take a 2 to 3 minute break here. Don't go too far. Wasn't that amazing, though? Doesn't that lift your heart? Oh, thank you, Mr. B. Also, I would ask that, because you saw this performance, please don't leave, parents or anybody. We want to just stick around for the AI piece. We're going to have the robotics folks come up here in a few minutes and get us going on that. Please stay for the entire thing because they promise that you're not going to want to miss the AI piece. You're going to get a lot of that. So, and so a couple of minutes we'll get going here. So again, let's give it up one more time. Make sure that they hear it, that we're proud of our students. Thank you. All right, we're going to get started. If we can get everybody back from the foyer. I know the coffee's great, the snacks. All right. Thank you, everybody. Couple more introductions this morning, and just want to welcome a couple more people. Well, it's actually four. Do want to acknowledge Pete Tasaka. He's from the Colton Vineyard Church. Pete, thank you for being here. Also, just really appreciate, as I mentioned, Colton serves, Unified serves 6 different cities and also Riverside County. We're always honored to have representatives from the Grand Terrace City Council. We have Matt Brown in the back. Thank you, Matt, for being here. And our 5th District Supervisor, Joe Baca Jr., has really supported the vision of Colton. And I know we have the field representative here, Leanne Uribe. Leanne, back there, Leanne. And also, and Leanne's a Colton High graduate, so she's a Yellow Jacket, right, Leanne? Proud Yellow Jacket. All right. And also, just want to acknowledge just a great friend to the district. He works for San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools, Parent-Family Engagement, but he also serves as a board member in Fontana Unified School District. Always honored to see Mars, a good friend of ours. Thank you, Mars. Mars Cerna, everybody. With that, we're going to start. We're going to show a video to do an introduction, and then I'll have Derek come up, and he'll do the presentation for this part of the community cabinet. So, if you can go ahead and play that video, and we'll get this going.
Robopalooza 2026. My name is Derek. I'm the CEO of USEL Youth Robotics. Today we have students from all across the Inland Empire from 60 different schools, all working with robots and AI coding applications to solve real-world challenges on the spot.
The students have been learning these skills through staying after school with our expanded learning programs and learning about coding and AI and robotics and how to code their robots to participate in this competition. And we're really excited for all the things that they're learning and what they're able to accomplish.
Nothing here is scripted. The students didn't know the challenges, and they're working through problems just like real-world engineers do in the workforce today. This is future-ready education in action.
Test. All right. Do you have the slides? Okay, cool. All right. First, thank you all for having me. I appreciate everybody giving me the opportunity to come and speak a little bit about the programs that we have going on in partnership with the ELOP department and Think Together. So also thank you for investing your time in this event. What you're about to see today isn't just a robotics program. This is what future-ready education looks like in action. In total, over 400 students from more than 20 CJUSD schools are working this semester to solve real-world problems, collaborate, and learning skills that directly translate to tomorrow's workforce. Next slide, please. So across our region, we share a common responsibility, preparing students for a workforce. Oh, okay, great. Preparing students for a workforce that is evolving faster than ever before. Artificial intelligence, automation, and robotics are no longer emerging trends. They're already reshaping industries, careers, and economic opportunities. At the same time, access to advanced STEAM programs and experiences is not always evenly distributed. Not every student has the opportunity to apply these technologies in meaningful, hands-on ways. USEL competitions are designed to close that gap. They provide structured performance-based environments where students apply robotics and AI under real-world conditions, working in teams, solving problems under time constraints, instructing intelligent systems, and adapting when outcomes aren't perfect. It's not about trophies, it's about training. Training students to think critically, training them to collaborate, and training them to responsibly guide powerful technologies. Competitions turn exposure into readiness, ensuring our students are not just observing the future, but actively preparing to lead within it. So before I continue, our students here are gonna, up front, are from our junior high program. And we have a scenario here where we have a group of students that is gonna complete a line following challenge, which uses a little advanced algebra equation to get the robot to follow a line on a map. And we have one set of students that's gonna use AI to help them accomplish this task. And then another set of students who's not allowed to use AI to accomplish the task. And they're gonna have a little race here to see who can finish first. So you guys can go ahead. And as I'm doing the presentation, you guys can go ahead and work on the line follow challenge. So let's give these students a round of applause here. All right, so the challenge has been pushed out by our staff member. Let me back up a little bit about me. My name is Derek Kryman. I'm the CEO and founder of USEL Youth Robotics. My wife's back here, her name's Erica. We started this company 12 years ago because my son was going to middle school, Woodcrest Middle School, and he started learning about coding video games. And when I was in the military, I served in an electronic warfare unit where I learned how to do coding and data encryption and things like that. And after I got out, when I was in the private sector, I was still really interested in building computers and coding. And so my son had given me the idea, like, hey, Dad, like, you should teach kids how to code video games. So that's how our company started. Was my son was 11 years old. I had always wanted to start a business with my wife, and we were debating, like, should we start a Subway sandwich or do something else? And it's just been a blessing that when we're talking about it, my son overheard us, and he was like, Dad, like, you should teach kids how to code because you're really good at it. And it just evolved from there. Like I said, we first started doing video games. Then we found out about robotics competitions, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I also coached football for youth teams and high school teams. And so that competitive drive that I got in football as a coach, I had that, with my son and his friends' teams. And we started winning championships. And I met a principal in Fontana Unified. Her name is Miss Maurer. And she was like, hey, can you do this? Can you coach teams for our school? And that was kind of how our company just kind of got off the ground. We started focusing on competitive robotics. And we've had the opportunity to take students from Fontana Unified and other areas in the Inland Empire all around the world. So we've been to Denmark, Panama, Croatia last year. So it's been a really awesome experience. So that's just a little bit about how we got started. If competitions are the training ground, then USEL is the system that makes training possible. Educators are already doing extraordinary work to prepare students for a rapidly changing world. But AI and robotics are advancing at a pace that demands specialized tools, dedicated infrastructure, and continuous innovation. USEL Youth Robotics exists to help remove these barriers at the district level. We provide the full ecosystem: curriculum, trained staff, structured competitions, and a global pathway so students can expand on what's already working in the classroom. As the exclusive U.S. organizer for World Robot Olympiad, we're also able to connect local students to a global stage, proving that students from our communities can compete, collaborate, and lead at the highest levels. This is about enhancing the amazing work school districts are already doing, strengthening what's possible through community collaboration, expanding access, and preparing every student in Colton Joint Union for the world they are entering. Together, we're not just preparing students for the future, we're building it. And you guys, as soon as you guys are done, you guys can raise your hand and let me know. What students are learning in this program goes far beyond building robots. They're learning how to work with AI. Prompt engineering is the new coding language. Instead of writing every line code by code, Students learn how to instruct AI clearly, evaluate what it produces, and troubleshoot when outputs aren't correct. Are you guys done? So the AI team already finished. You guys still working? All right. We'll give you a couple more minutes. So what our students demonstrated is what industry leaders now are describing as vibe coding, where humans guide AI using natural language instead of traditional syntax. The skill isn't about memorizing and typing out coding commands. It's knowing how to give precise instructions, test results, and refine outputs. Our students are already doing this through robotics challenges using our in-house AI-enabled coding platform. Sorry. So I've had a incredible opportunity. Last week I was in Idaho at a finance conference, and I was able to hear from industry leaders like Peter Diamandis. He's the founder of the X Prize, where they issue out these huge awards for companies that are innovating in AI in different industries. Dario Modai, the CEO of Anthropic, which is a really powerful coding AI platform. And also Sundar Pichai, who's the CEO of Google. And the thing they were saying at this, it was actually a finance event that they were talking about. But the thing that they were all aligned on is one thing, that not even in the future, now AI will do heavy lifting, but humans who can direct, verify, and correct AI will be indispensable in the workforce of the future across all industries. And they made sure to talk about the youth, because I was surrounded by a lot of people who own businesses. There's even, like Ray Dalio was there, and he was concerned about our youth in the future. And everybody was asking, how do we prepare our youth for the workforce that they're going to be entering, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And the message was clear. If students aren't learning these skills early, they'll fall behind before they even enter high school. So there was a quote by, so the students have now transitioned to using AI to help them complete the challenge here. So let's give them a round of applause. So, and I'll touch on this in a little bit, but this is an example how students here, the algorithm they uses Algebra 2 techniques. And what grade are you guys in? Seventh grade? What sort of math are you guys taking right now? Is it?
So I'm doing 8 and 7.
Okay. So it allows students to achieve objectives that are at levels that they haven't even gone to yet through school. So all AI is doing is taking the engineer and enhancing their abilities. It's not a replacement for the engineer. So this is a great quote by the CEO of Anthropic. It says, "Humanity is about to be handed almost an unimaginable power, and it is deeply unclear whether our social, political, and technological systems possess the maturity to wield it." Now, this wasn't meant to be like a doomsday prophecy or anything like that. But for me, because I work in the education space, it was a call to action for us educators. We must teach students not just how to use AI, but how to guide AI, understand its outcomes, and troubleshoot it responsibly. And that's the bridge between today's classrooms and tomorrow's workplaces. So we have a little video here. I don't know if it'll play, but we also have a YouTube channel where we do behind-the-scenes episodes every week at select schools across the Inland Empire. So you can actually see in real time what students are doing in the classroom on a daily basis, week to week. Let me see if this it doesn't play there, but yeah. Go ahead. So this is Walter Zimmerman.
How many inches? How many inches?
Today we were working on getting to the boxes and then getting back.
So how much do you think it's going to be from here to here? How much?
15.
15? Okay.
My favorite thing about robotics is that you could learn about robots and stuff like that. I did go through some challenges and some of them were wrong, but I fixed them because when I used the robot, I saw that they were going wrong ways.
Good. That was perfect.
I did complete the challenge and I was happy.
Next slide, please. So we have a demonstration booth up here with our elementary. So these are our junior high students. We have our elementary students over here. So as you walk through today's demonstrations, what you're seeing is not abstract robotics. It's real-world engineering in action. Our students here today have pre-coded sample robots that mirror technologies we're all familiar with and use every day. You'll see robot down here on the carpet programmed just like a Roomba vacuum. It's going to navigate and prevent itself from crashing into walls. You'll also see a robot using sensors similar to modern cars that help prevent collisions. So you'll see one using a distance sensor that beeps and prevents collision over there. And also another one that's using a color sensor to assist the robot with autonomous driving. So these aren't futuristic concepts that we're teaching. They're the same applications that we're already familiar with in our homes, hospitals, warehouses, and on our roads. So you also saw a demonstration here by our junior high students showing what happens in the workforce in real time when an engineering team uses AI to enhance its abilities, analyzing faster, iterating quicker, and solving problems more efficiently. And you saw the contrast when we had a team that wasn't allowed. They know how to use AI pretty effectively, but when the team that's not allowed to use AI works without AI support, the difference in production output is obvious. AI doesn't replace engineers, it amplifies them. In the coming decade, every profession, from manufacturing to healthcare to logistics to entrepreneurship, will be influenced by AI-enhanced systems. Students who understand how to guide these systems will lead, and students who don't know how to use these systems will follow. So what you're seeing today is our students at Colton Joint Union learning how to lead technology, not just use it. So as we look ahead, I want to share where this program is going because what you're seeing today is just the beginning. We're already expanding into additional districts, so we have 5 additional district partnerships. But on top of that, the next phase of this program is this program is going to lean even more deeply into AI, specifically how students will work with AI to produce high-level outcomes. The things that used to take us, 6 to 8 weeks to teach, we can now teach in a 60-minute time period in a classroom because we have AI and students working together. Students don't just ask AI for answers. They learn how to instruct the AI, refine the prompts, evaluate the outputs, and troubleshoot when AI gets it wrong, which it does. So does the AI usually get your guys' code correct on the first time? Like, does the robot work properly? Just sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't, right? And so that's what we're working with students on, is learning how to develop prompts that are very specific so they can get the coding algorithm correct or as close to correct, within one shot. At the same time, the AI pushes students forward, asking them better questions, increasing engineering complexity, and encouraging them to solve the problems in more advanced ways. This mirrors exactly how AI is used in real-world engineering environments today. Humans guide the AI with intent and judgment. The AI just helps them accelerate the execution. We're teaching our students how to lead these intelligent systems, not just use them. So moving ahead, we're also excited to announce that we're going to be hosting the WRO America's Open Championship right here at the Ontario Convention Center, which will bring together 25 countries from Latin America and the rest of the world. And for the districts that are involved now, like Colton Joint Union, this positions your students not just as participants, but as hosts of the world stage. This kind of opportunity is the type that puts a region on the global map for innovation, education, and workforce readiness. And looking even further ahead, we're hoping to transition this into hosting the World Finals in 2029, which means we'll welcome over 120 member countries in the Robot Olympics coming right here to the Ontario Convention Center. And Colton Joint Union students will be a part of that. So this isn't just about competitions, it's about showing the world what public education can do when we invest in the future of our students intentionally. So this year, students are going to be competing through district finals, national championships, in the hopes of earning a spot on Team USA And if they finish in the top 3 of their age group, so like elementary or junior high, they'll earn a spot and they'll get to go compete in Puerto Rico this year. So this year, Puerto Rico is hosting the World Finals. So our ask is simple today. Share what you've experienced, invite your colleagues, tell your communities, and follow us on our social media. You guys can scan that right there. Because we post updates daily on there. We post pictures of the students, videos. Because districts that move first won't be catching up. They'll be leading the way just like Colton Joint Union is. And we're really happy to be, have the privilege to work with your students. It's really, really an honor for us. So thank you all very much for being champions of your students. We're excited to continue the conversation and explore how we can bring this impact to more schools. One thing before I close, we do have a high school program that is available to all high school students in the Inland Empire. So if you scan that QR code there, or come talk to me, we promote it on our social media page, but students actually come to our facility twice a week and help us use AI to build apps, design curriculum for students, and get actual real-world hands-on experience on how our engineers work with AI on a daily basis. And our senior students will have an opportunity to compete as well and earn a spot on Team USA. So if you guys get a chance and you guys see that, or you know a high school student, please have them take advantage of that. It's no cost to anyone in the Inland Empire. So thank you.
You know, I just want to thank Derek for the partnership and also Think Together, because the reason why we're able to bring this, these kinds of programs to Colton is through our, we use our expanded learning opportunity program funding that we get from the state. And this is a huge investment for us because, you know, I keep going back and relating it back to our vision. And it's not, it's college, career, and technical ed. The students here in, you know, they're learning algebra too. As a former math teacher, I'm excited about this because they get exposed. And I had a student right now say, I'd love to demonstrate for you what we're doing. And I saw the code, and I have no idea what that means. And so this is what the future is about. They're our future, and these are our future engineers in aerospace engineers. We need a lot of engineers. We hire tons of engineers in our district to build these buildings, get them retrofitted, just tons of stuff. And we're excited. So I didn't mention, though, these are our Terrace Hills Middle School students. So let's give it up for them. And also we have Grant, right? Grant Elementary is over there. So Grant, let's give it up. And we're not, you know, I love this because we're not just starting at the high school level. We're starting at the elementary level to get them those skills and get the language and get those opportunities to our students at an early age so that they can believe that they can get to these high levels. So again, thank you to Derek, his team that's here. And I know the students are excited about what they're doing. Robotics, and I don't know if we had, I don't think we have planned, you saw the competition in terms of them showing some of you what they're doing at the tables. Did you guys want to do that, or this was it, right, for now?
Yeah, so we
'Cause I
also
know-
have, if we can get like 5 minutes for people to come see what the
Okay, that's, yeah.
and you guys can ask some questions about
You know, because I think that's kind of important. Let's do this. We're going to do 5 minutes. If you want to come talk to the students we'll give you about 5 minutes. I know when you say 5 becomes 10. Trust me, I know that. So I'll give you 1 minute. Just kidding. No. So if you want, come up, say hi to students, and because they're excited to tell you what they're doing. I think it'd be good for them and all for you. So 5 minutes. If not, if you want to go get some coffee, you want to get some snacks, please do so. We'll do 5 minutes for this part, all right, everybody? Okay, so thank you. All right, everybody, we're going to come back. Derek, all right, everybody, we're going to come back in a couple of minutes, transition here. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Thank you, Derek. Yeah. I think we're ready, Ms. Carter, right? Yep. And then I'll move this over. Okay, so we are ready to move on to another performance this morning. We are thrilled. Ms. Carter's going to bring up her team in a few minutes here. And again, we're very excited. We're celebrating Black History Month, as I mentioned earlier. We're extremely excited and proud of our Bloomington High School Black Student Union Step Team, and again, it's led by Ms. Carter, and they'll be doing a couple of performances. So I'll turn it over to her. Let's give them a big round of applause, shall we?
Good morning, distinguished members of the board and community. My name is Amara Iwejo. I am a senior at Bloomington High School and a proud vice president of our school's Black Student Union. Here we have our president, Anaya, our treasurer, Skylar, our members, Maya, Trishelle, and Liana. Today, we would love to take a minute to talk a little about Black History Month. As we all know, February is declared as Black History Month, a month used to recognize the contributions and achievements of African Americans throughout history. Yet, what many of us are not aware of is the origins of Black History Month. The origins of Black History Month dates back to 1926, when historian Carter G. Woodson declared the week of February 7th as a time to promote Black history in schools. It was expanded to a month-long celebration in 1976 by President Gerald Ford to celebrate Black achievements. Bloomington High School has been finding creative ways to celebrate Black history, from movie nights to an open mic and the step routine that we are excited to share with you guys today. We have been able to engage our student body in commemorating Black culture as a whole. Before we present what we have for you all today, we want to familiarize you guys with the origins of step. African American stepping originated in the early 1900s, rooted in African dance traditions and developed by Black fraternities and sororities as a form of recursive expression using the body as an instrument. Historians believe Africans who were transported through the Middle Passage brought their dancing styles with them to the Americas. So in celebration of Black History Month and Black ancestry, we are more than excited to share with you what we have prepared for you guys today. Thank you. We are Bloomington. All together. 6, 7, 8.
Let's give it up one more time to Bloomington High School step team. No, I don't know about you, but I'm a history nerd, and it's important that we learn not just, they go up there and just amazing what they do in dance, but to learn of the history and why it's so important. And for students at high school level to have that confidence and come up and do that it just, you know they're going to be successful and they're going to thrive, like I've been saying earlier. So thank you to Ms. Carter. That takes a lot of work. I know a lot of you like to dance out there. I don't look at anybody like Anthony G over there, but it takes a lot. So thank you for that great performance. And next, very excited. All the performance has been awesome, and also the robotics. Next, we want to talk to you about AI and what we're doing here in Colton Jointify with AI. And so I am going to ask our Chief Technology Officer, Jamal Boyce, Dr. Nari Clark, our Coordinator of Equity and Access, to come up and lead this part. Are you guys ready for AI? It doesn't sound like you guys are ready for AI, because they're gonna bring in it. Right, let's go. Nobody ever thought I'd get that excited about AI. Right, here we go. Watch. They're gonna just blow you away what we're doing here in Colton. So again, our CTO Jamal Boyce, everybody.
Hello, 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 hello. We want to thank you guys for being present. And typically when we do AI, it's always not enough time. So I'm just going to preface that. You'll never have enough time because it's so much to learn. And we do want to get you guys out in a reasonable time. And so let's just go to our slide deck. Next slide, Brandon. And I have the clicker. I'm doing like everybody else, so I have a clicker. And so just want to highlight our team. If you see that lovely individual who's bald, that used to be me. So, so this is the team that's basically been working on AI as far as the training, getting policies done, the task force basically. So this is our lovely Dr. Clark. She's our equity coordinator. And then you'll see our lovely ladies are over here. So it's Kelly V, Lauren Tyler, Jennifer, and Carrie. So those are our curriculum program specialists. So we'll just go to the next slide, and I'll just say, so you guys didn't know, I did play guitar, and I do got a lovely voice, so I played that for the kids before they left. So, and that was not AI, that was originally me. So. But AI, and I'll just be brief, it's just it's a large language learning module, and it helps you do a lot of things, whether create things that you normally couldn't do. It goes through a vast amount of data. We've used it a lot just as far as reports and things of that nature. And it's an expert in understanding a lot of content that you probably wouldn't know, and it helps you and assists you in learning that content. Some of the aspects that we have to be mindful of is, as we share it with students, is just that it can be used for nefarious purposes. It is not always right. A lot of the stuff Derek said, I'm basically repeating what he said. You have to be careful, like even what you put out there, it may give you stuff that is factual and it's not true. Sometimes earlier on when I would ask for images, it would have this bias and every image would be white or a fair skin with blonde hair. I'm like, no, it didn't look at a variety of content, basically of what was put in there. And also just be mindful that not everything may be private. So with us in our education module, we have it where it's safe for our students. So we recommend Gemini, which is our workspace platform. So that's what we use for a lot of our usage for staff and students. He also mentioned the job market. Right now, there's high need for prompt engineers, data scientists. Lately, there's this huge focus on data warehouses and logistic engineering. Those are basically, they're building these, so AI consumes a lot of data. And what we're seeing even is a shortfall of even devices now, computer devices, Chromebooks that we get for students. There's a chip shortage because they're funneling all the supplies and the resources to these large data warehouses. And so, and they have need for kids or individuals who know about engineering and logistics engineering. So that's one of the new things that are expanding in that area. And then I think even what Derek said, just You won't be replaced by AI. You'll just be replaced by individuals who understand AI. So that's why we're trying to expose our kids early to have the understanding, how to talk, how to prompt to get the information they want. So it's beautiful just to see these kids out here prompting, like even the Roomba one, I was like, oh, that's what my vacuum does. And so they're able to prompt that at an early age. So me, when I was in high school, I didn't have like coding. I had typing, and then I had Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. So I wasn't exposed 30 years ago. So a lot has changed. And yeah, basically it says students already use it. So, and now let me transition to Nightry.
All right, so we just want you to know that we are not engaging in AI in isolation. We have an alignment in our school district. We have a vision statement, which is our dreams for our students. We have a design plan, which are the strategies that we use to support our students. And of course, we have the board policy, which are the rules for our students. Part of our dreams for our students, we say in print that we will use technology to enhance education for our students, and then we give our teachers strategies to make that happen. And with our board policy, we want you to know that we actually had a group of an AI task force that came together to look at board policy with lawyers to make sure that what we are doing is using the ethical use of AI. We have guidelines for teachers that are very clearly defined on how we can use AI appropriately with students, all the while protecting their privacy, protecting the teacher's privacy as well. With that, we also don't just use any AI tool that we want to. These tools are tools that had to be vetted to make sure that they pass student data privacy. And these are the tools that we are allowed to use in our district that pass those guidelines. We can use Gemini, Notebook LM, Canva, and Adobe Express. So when our educators want to engage in different technology tools, they have to be vetted. It's not just something that they could use on their own. We have to make sure that our students are going to be safe and that their data is going to be safe as well. These are the guidelines that came out of that task force, and I'm just going to tell you, they don't get the credit all the time, but Lauren here and Kelly created those beautiful guidelines. Please clap for them. These guidelines have been all over the country. Other districts all over the country have been asking us to model their guidelines after what we've created from our task force. You will see on your tables some examples of those guidelines as well. So anyone, you can have those as well. But we want you to see that we created guidelines for parents, for how students are able to use it, the guidelines for teachers to use as well. So like a family guide as well. So we have 4 of those different guidelines that really just is clear definition of how we use AI in CJUSD. And we are going to transition that. With that in mind, we know you've all heard it multiple times. It is Black History Month. And so what we're going to do is engage and interact with AI while we celebrate Black History Month. So we have some tasks and some activities for you to do today.
And one of the tools that doesn't get much recognition, which is a very powerful tool, is this one tool called Notebook LM. And it's beneficial because it's enclosed. Basically, it's not going all to the internet for all your data and stuff. So now you can actually put in your own sources and then only look at the sources that you put in there and give you recommendations or even analysis of what you're looking at. And Brandon, can you just transition to my laptop because it's, all right, and I'll just show you real quick. So if you would go, you guys can pull out those laptops, so we'll try to go through these quick. If you pull out the laptops, Chromebooks by you, they actually have Notebook LM. The others, you in the back, you can watch, or you can come up to a table with a partner and just look just at the sources, because it's basically 3 panels, and I'll go to one of the screens. I'll just go right here. So on the left-hand side is all your sources. So Nightry populated this this notebook. It's basically a virtual notebook, and she populated it with several sources. I think it says 19 sources on the left side. And you can put in PDFs, you can put in URLs, you can put in videos, and then it analyzes all the content you put in there. So with us, as far as businesses and division leaders, we may put in, with HR, let's say HR might put in content just as far as staff and analyzing staff data. With students, teachers might have a topic on history and put all their different sources in there. And so then you have this prompt similar to ChatGPT or Gemini in the center, and then you can ask it various questions. So if you guys have your gym or the laptop open, you can prompt it or ask it different questions. And then on the right side is the studio, which gives you the output of some of the stuff you want based off the sources in there. So I like getting closer. So you have the ability to have infographics. You can do flashcards. It actually does slide decks. It does a podcast. Let me play some of the stuff it actually does for you. And it does it instantly. So we already have some of this stuff prepped, I think. Let me hear this. And so this is a video. Let me change the audio source.
The full story behind it. You know, this isn't just about a month of recognition. It's actually the result of a deliberate, century-long project to reclaim and rewrite a history that was, for a long time, either ignored or just completely erased. And it all started with a really fundamental problem. This quote from the scholar Arthur Schomburg, wow, it just gets right to the heart of the matter. You see, before there was a month, or even a week, there was this core issue. For Black Americans, to build a future, they first had to remake the past. They had to transform a narrative that had been written for them, not by them. So where did this massive effort to remake the past actually begin? Well, you might be surprised to hear it.
So that's just a video. Let me show infographic. I'm telling you, it does all this by itself, so you don't have to do anything. It creates the artwork for you. Teachers, it'll create flashcards for you. It does podcasts, and as you heard her voice, it sounds pretty legit. So some teachers or even principals, they may create a podcast and listen on the road just to hear about the content they have. So you can put your meeting notes. I use it sometimes. I did a personality test for my group. I can upload all their personality types in there, and then I ask it, can you show me how to facilitate a meeting to keep these various individuals engaged in the presentation? And it gives me feedback on how to do that. You can do that as far as when we get bids and stuff. You can put the bids in there, and you have your rubric and have your scoring block, and then it measures them out and ranks them out in that way. So you can use it for a lot of different things. Lauren wants to chime in as well.
I just wanted to share how one of our biology teachers has been using Notebook LM in the classroom. She created a case study between two different periods. So one period used Notebook LM for a unit and one period did not. And she had them she uploaded it, but they used the notebook, all of their notes, all of their study guides, the presentations, the work that they did. And then they interacted with it like a study guide. It created podcasts for the students that wanted to listen to all of the information they learned. They could ask questions, and it would reference the teacher's presentation, not Google. It would cite the teacher's slideshow. Some of them created videos, some of them created infographics, and she compared the confidence between those two classes, and the students that got to interact with this were much more confident and did better on their exam. And once again, like AI wasn't doing the work for them. They were interacting with it in a way to increase their learning in that classroom. So when used appropriately, AI can have really meaningful impact in the classroom when we can guide students and teach them how to use it well.
Thank you, Lauren. And so, yeah, we use it for a variety of different things and helps get things accomplished. We're looking at trends analysis, data, things of that nature. We even put union agreements in there. I've told my staff if they want to look what's in the agreement, you just put it in there. And so it's very beneficial. It's like a source of truth. So with that being said, let's transition back into the slide, Brandon. So this is one tool. It's free, and I'll just state any of these tools, they're free. Of course, there's a limitation. If you want to pay, you get more options, it's restricted in how much you can utilize stuff. But within the school district, is tied into our Google Suite, so the teachers have the ability to leverage it with the kids, and since they have Google accounts, they can access that content. And let's go to the next slide so we can transition over to the activity, which is our gyms.
So this is an activity that we're going to have you guys do, and it's really cool. A gem, has anybody ever worked with gems before? Brandon has. So that's something that's up and coming here in schools and in businesses. A gem is a personal assistant, and it can be definitely made to be specific about what you would like to do. So we created a gem for you, Jamal did, and we are going to interact with a simulation, AI simulation of Black history figures who are very important that we can actually talk to them. So it's a really fun and engaging way that you can have your students, or we can have students, or even us as adults as well, learn more and interact with important things that we want to learn about. So this gem is really cool because you get to scan the barcode, or you can use your Chromebook so you can get on through the bit.ly. And what we're going to do is we're going to have you guys look through and talk to someone, an important figure for Black History Month. Now, when you're going through this gem, it's been designed for you by asking it, if you can pick one person, and it gives you options if you don't know any particular one that you'd like to talk to. And it has a little selfie right here. If you guys can see, these are some of the options that you guys can choose from. I actually created that picture on ChatGPT. ChatGPT is great at making images. And so it's really fun and engaging too for the students. But what we want you to do is to be able to talk to the idea of someone who is engaging with you from a figure who can tell you about what their experiences were, what their contributions were in our world, and it will prompt you. We've been talking a lot about prompts throughout the day, and prompting is so good because it's going to give you some ideas of, would you like an activity to do in the, with students or with your classroom, or would you like to know a little bit more about something specific with that person? I interacted and I chose Harriet Tubman, and it was really neat because they even asked, would you like an on-the-road kit? What did she use? And it gave specific things of what she actually used while they were on the Underground Railroad. So it was really neat because you get to learn those certain things. It even asked, would you like a myth or a fact? And so that's really cool because there are a lot of myths about historical figures that we've learned throughout the years, right? But it does give you what the fact is and what some common misconceptions are. So we would like you guys to use your Chromebooks, or you can use your phone as well by scanning the QR code, and it will take you to something very simple. It'll just be the name of the gem, and then it's going to ask you to just put in the history figure that you would like. So you could just even start with saying hello. So go to the bit.ly or to the QR code, and we'll walk around and we'll have you actually start to interact with it.
And Jen did something similar, even just with kids, like children's books. So she gave the activity for kids, like what children's book character would you want to talk to? So it makes it engaging for the kids when you ask the questions, where they're from, what they like to do. So just think of all the possibilities and ideas you can do even outside your family. Like my team, they create storybooks, and you saw even the little video I did. Like you can do a lot modern things with your family. And maybe you want to create gyms just like your historical family members. Your grandpa, grandma, with certain topics about, like when they ask, what was grandma like? And then you have the background of your grandma and just responding in that way, so. And this gym, as you look at, I created it in a matter of minutes. So when they're talking about coding and things of that nature, certain things don't take that long to do. I was about to say, Brandon, can you play some gym music? time. And you guys are not restricted to their prompts. You can always tell it, oh, I don't want that, I want this. I want to know about this. I heard this about you. We'll give you guys a few more minutes before we transition. And I personally prefer Malcolm X. He's my fourth cousin, which is a big deal. Guantanamera, La La Bamba. Kelly, yeah, we'll give you guys about 2 more minutes. So we're just giving you guys a taste of what you can do. Like I said, we don't have much time to show you everything, but we're just getting your lips wet. Brandon. All right, let's bring it in. Nairi. Oh, I'm sorry, she's talking. We'll just play the music. Yes, you can. We'll go back to.
We're doing great. All right. So in coming back to the presentation, we just wanted you've heard this multiple times today, but again, AI is not replacing humans. We're letting the computer do what the computer does so that the humans can do what humans do best. We also wanted to share with you that when we're looking at AI and we're looking at some of the lead people that are in AI, in celebration of Black History Month, we can see that there are some African American people that are actively engaged in AI and exploring it as well. So we wanted to share that with you. And this amazing thing that Kelly's going to come over and share with you. What this is, you talk about blood, sweat, and tears here. Oh, maybe that one.
I just want to check. Okay, great, because I cannot talk and hold the microphone at the same time. That is not one of my skills. So I would like to introduce you to the hot off the press, like yesterday, AI guide. AI guidebook for our district. We are really proud of the work that went into developing this. We had some samples for other districts, and we feel like we have really built something great. Dr. Miranda and Dr. Peterson worked on the AI task force, which included voices from around the district, and led to the directive to create this AI guidebook. We have worked on it over the past 6 months, and it's intended to guide the ethical, responsible, and equitable use of AI in our district. As shared earlier, this shared resource is intentionally aligned with the CJUSD vision, as well as with the CJUSD design plan. The guide addresses the why, the principles that we are holding ourselves to, as well as AI in teaching and learning, AI in the work of classified and administrative staff. And I'd just like to let you know that it is currently being translated into Spanish and will show up on our website soon. And I wanted to let you know that you can find it here on our website, which is not up. But when you go to cjusd.net, there is now a resource hub for AI down below the big picture, and it will say AI resources, and you will find there this guidebook, along with the samples that you have on your table for the families, the students. And please reach out for questions or comments or feedback on this document. You will see in the very back the contact information. It is also in this slide deck, and it's also listed on the website. So thank you very much, and we are really proud of this work and excited to provide it for you here today. Thank you.
Like Lauren said, we do have it on our Kelly said, it is on our website. Brandon, can you click one of the links just to show real quick? Or I could have just transitioned to my laptop. So that's, so if you want a virtual version of the handbook, it's there, and some of the resources that we do have. If you just scroll down, Brandon, and it'll have the guides that we've highlighted here, which has been shared. Other districts, not even in our state, have asked what we're doing, because if we talk to a lot of other districts, they're still in the process of just doing their board policies. So they haven't done the process of just even training staff. And there's still a lot more that we endeavor to do because of limitations of time and things of that nature. But our goal is to have this built out, because that is Dr. Miranda and Dr. Peterson's goal. So we just want to share that it's been, and now it's accessible digitally on the web as well. So we'll close up and go to the next slide, Brandon, with Nairi.
I'm not sure if you were able to catch those icons, but our 712 CPSs created actual AI icons that allow teachers to copy and paste right onto the student's work if AI is allowed, if AI is not allowed on that assignment, and there's 3 of them. Allowed, not allowed, and limited. Thank you, Lauren. We have been doing the work, just like we're here with you today to talk about AI. We also have had parent workshops in AI, and it has been phenomenal. We have a 3-part series with our parent workshop, and our last one is coming up on March 4th. But that first parent workshop was really, what is AI? And parents came in, and it was a family workshop. Parents were sitting with their students working on AI together. It was phenomenal. Our second meeting together was like, okay, now we know what AI is, but now let's apply apply it? What are the tools that we can use? And we did blended learning with them. That means station rotation. We had those parents moving from station to station and really being able to pick and engage in the way that they wanted to learn about AI. And this last workshop is going to be, I call it an AI smackdown, that's just me, but it is going to be in this room, and we are going to solve problems. We're going to apply it. We figured out what it is. We played around with it, we figured out ways that we could use it, but now we want to apply AI. So imagine this room, you're coming here, there's going to be little booths and interactions all over this room, and you get to come in and solve problems in our real world experiences using AI. And so that is what March 4th is. So we would love for you to follow us on Parent Square, be able to get that information because we want you to come back and engage with us.
And this is, you guys, if you're here, this is how you contact us. And we already put the website is cjusd.net/AI. So we tried to make the URL very simple. And like we said, we're going to be adding more content that's applicable to the students, teachers, even the community. And we appreciate the vision that was given to us by our dear Dr. Miranda, and we'll have him close us out with this.
Thank you, Jamal and Dr. Clark. Yeah, our EdTech CPS, let's give it up for them one more time. Well, we're going to close up here. I'm just so proud of the work that's happening, not just our AI work, the Ed Services team. Gave them a challenge. You gave Dr. Peterson and said, let's be the leaders in this. And look what you've produced today. This is awesome. If you get a chance to go through it, it's incredible, the work that's happening. And you guys will be proud of me. Oh, yes. It's a gift for all of you, so take it home. No charge, free. You guys are going to be proud of me, Jamal and Dr. Clark, because I do use AI, and I said, what's a great quote to end this morning with? And this is a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. It says, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And when I think of the vision of Colton Joint Unified, I really think about our vision and what we want for our kids to fulfill those dreams that they have. To be the leader in not just a county and state, as a district, to ensure that our students are achieving academically. We want our students to meet those very ambitious goals that we've set in our district of 10, 10, 95, 95, 10% increase in ELA, reading, those scores, 10% increase in mathematics. We know we have a lot of work to do. 95% attendance rates, 95% graduation rates. And you see the data that we share, you see the growth. And I believe, and we believe in Colton, that we want 100% of our kids to get there. And those are our goals, our vision. Our board believes in our community that we serve. And this is why this work is so important. With the investment that we have in our visual arts, performing arts programs, you see that. You see you see the guitar players. That was 50 out of 200 students. And I heard a story from Joanne Greer, which I should have given her, acknowledgement this morning, our amazing principal at Tyersville Elementary. She was telling me, Dr. Miranda, right? I visited her the other day. I said, tell me a little bit more about what's happening at Tyersville with the guitars. This is amazing. And she tells me a story that Mr. Esquivel, who started the program there at Tyersville, and he has this vision of going district-wide. And then they went to a competition recently, 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. A little girl, fourth grade student, think about this, imagine this. Fourth grade student wrote a song. and played it for judges, and she wins a trophy. And this little girl just left so excited and saying, I can't believe that they like my song and I got recognized. And now she wants to be a world champion in guitar playing, travel the world. And then she also shared with me that actually there's a student who's studying in Switzerland who graduated, got a full ride scholarship to play the guitar in Switzerland. Full ride because of the work that Mr. Esquivel. And so when she told me that, I said, let's do it. Let's go to other sites. Let's go to other schools. Every school and every student in our district deserves that opportunity like that. Robotics, thank you again to Derek for that. Great presentation. Very excited. And the fact that he started, we give him a round of applause, of course, yeah. You know, what's amazing is that he started the business with his wife and he had this vision. Look what he's doing today, and we're bringing that. And we need to help people like Derek sustain that because that's good for our students. And thank you, Derek, for that. And of course, our step dancers at Bloomington High School who just did incredible. They're back there. Let's give it up one more time. Thank you, Ms. Carter. I have to share that Dr. Dade, who's back there, reminds me this reminds me, we have an incredible leadership program where we actually take students to and Dr. Clark, as I say, to the Underground Railroad. We take our leaders to go experience the Underground Railroad. It's incredible, right, Dr. Clark? I need to get out there. Now that my knee's doing better, I think I'll join you guys. We also take leaders to Gettysburg, teachers, classified folks, and some of you have been part of that, which is we need to remember where we've been historical-wise and what we're doing here in Colton. And of course, again, the AI piece, incredible work, you guys. We're just proud of the work, and we can't do this. Parents, I know there's still a few parents here, and all of you are parents. You know, I'm a parent. And even if you're not, the 19,000 kids that we serve, we have a big responsibility. We have a lot being thrown at us, but I think when we come together as one district, and this year's theme, I'll leave you with this, is serving with purpose. We have a purpose in Colton to make sure that those students thrive in our schools. Together as one district, when we stand together, we can accomplish great things. And that's what we want to do. That's the vision here. And I know we can do this together. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great afternoon. Great day.